Hey everyone, for those of you who haven't met me before, my name is Killian and I would like to welcome you along on my attempt of the David Goggins 4x4x48 challenge. Let's get into it. So the David Goggins 4x4x48 challenge is basically running 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours in total, which amounts to a total of 48 miles in that time. I have never tried anything like this before. I do jog occasionally, maybe 5 kilometers a week. So this is going to be really taking me out of my comfort zone. And I've also decided that I'm going to be doing this in aid of charity. The charity I chose was Autism Assistance Dogs Ireland. You can kind of make out the t-shirt there. And as I said, we've had a fantastic amount of money raised so far. We've had €1,600 raised so far, which is fantastic. It's amazing. I'm going to start the run at 12 o'clock. It's currently 11:40 p.m. Already off to a slightly bad start, and what I mean by that is I went to bed about 3 hours ago, 3.5 hours ago maybe, with the aim of trying to get 2 or 3 hours sleep, and I think with the excitement or the nerves, whichever it was, I lay there for the whole time just looking at the ceiling and just couldn't drift off to sleep. So we're going into it a little bit tired, but I'm sure we'll wake up as soon as we start running. And when I'm back, I'll be trying to get a bit of sleep in, maybe a bit of food. We'll see how it's going before my next run at 4 o'clock. So part of the reason that I wanted to do this was just to challenge myself for my birthday. So it's my 33rd birthday tomorrow, or in 20 minutes time. So that's December 22nd. The aim or the times that I'll be going with will be midnight on the 22nd, then 4 a.m, 8 a.m, noon, 4 p.m, 8 p.m, and then midnight on the 23rd, 4 a.m, 8 a.m, noon again, 4 p.m, and then the last run will be 8 p.m. on the 23rd. I'll try and keep you posted with how I'm doing with recovery, with keeping myself fresh during the runs, with regards diet, etc. There'll be nothing fancy. We'll just be trying to get as much food as we can without overdoing it into me, I think. But that's it. So look, I'll chat to you in a few minutes time, and we'll see how we are doing. Now, so we are about 2 minutes before midnight, so we're about to just get ready. I've done 1 or 2 stretches already, so we're about to start running. Yay! So this is going to be run 1 of 16, I think it is. So yeah, it's a long 48 hours to go, but looking forward to it. Let's go. Okay, time to go. It's just started raining, which is typical. And I'm just starting my watch, and away we go. 4 miles and counting. And now I'm just coming up to the halfway point. So those green traffic lights up above are approximately 2 miles from my house. So it'll be 2 miles back from there. It's just a straight line. Now just past my halfway point. So those traffic lights behind me. So that's 2 miles and 2 miles back now to my house. Now, so run 1 of 16 is complete. Went easier than I thought. So I forgot to mention earlier on, I'll be running all of these runs at a kind of a conversational pace, so that I'm comfortably able to have a conversation at it. Any of the videos or previous reviews I saw on YouTube, they all pretty much recommended that, because it is a marathon rather than a sprint. So rather than giving it hell for leather for the first run or first 2 runs and then being injured or not able to complete it, I'm dialing it back completely. So yeah, so all went well. Now I'm going to jump in for a very quick ice bath. I'll have a protein shake and something small and a protein bar or something along those lines. Right, chat to you for the next run. Good morning everyone. So it is just about to hit 4 a.m. I got about 2 hours sleep, maybe 3 hours sleep that time, so that wasn't too bad. So I'm a bit tired because it was a short amount of time to sleep, but at least I slept this time, so good to go now again. So let's get running. Now, so run number 2 out of 12 is now done, so I'm up to 8 miles in total. I borrowed a pair of recovery pants from my physio. So I said instead of the ice bath this time round, I will put these on for 15-20 minutes and see how we get on. So they'll hopefully help with any muscle pain and help speed up recovery. I'm gonna have a quick snack as well, just Rice Krispie Square for quick carbs, Lucozade Sport for isotonic drink, and a protein shake. And then I'm going back to bed and back up again for my 8 o'clock run. Alright guys, chat to you later, bye bye. Morning everyone. So the time is 8 a.m. on December 22nd, just starting my 3rd run. The legs are definitely tired this morning, but we'll push through. And I have a physio appointment booked for sometime after lunch, just to kind of like a sports massage, just to prevent any injury and whatnot. So yeah, it's dry this morning at least. The rain seems to have stopped after the first run, so we'll keep going. Chat to you later. Run 3 is finished. Bit easier than the second one. I found the second one very tough, but run 3 wasn't as bad, thankfully. But my knee is a little bit sore. It has been all the runs, being honest, but I've been keeping on top of it. So I'm just going to have another very quick dunk in the ice bath, and then I'll have some breakfast. I think I'll have something, I don't know, eggs, maybe scrambled eggs, porridge, an isotonic drink again. Okay, cheers guys. Now, so we just started our 4th of 16th run, so it is just gone 12 p.m. on December 22nd. My legs are fairly tired, even with the ice bath and the recovery pants, which I've used a few times. I still feel lactic acid and tired legs, but we'll keep going. Weather is still chilly, 8 degrees, but lovely blue skies, so away we go. So just back from race 4 of 12. It was at 12 p.m. on December 22nd. Strangely, it actually was my easiest run so far. I don't know, have I got maybe a second wind? My legs still feel very tired. My right knee still has that bit of tenderness that I kind of, that flares up every now and again when I'm running. But the ice baths and the recovery pants have been keeping my knee in check. As soon as I take care of those, my knee is fine until I run next. So no real worries there. But my legs were tired, but I had the energy to keep going. Now I put it down to probably the breakfast that I had. After my last run, I ended up having a big bowl of porridge, 2 boiled eggs and some toast, and I think it was just the slow release of the energy from the porridge maybe. Definitely has me in the right track today. It's currently 10 to 1. I have a physio appointment booked at 2 o'clock. I made sure to book one for today and one for tomorrow as well. Tomorrow's one is a little bit later in the day, just so that I don't overdo it and injure myself this close to Christmas, especially with Christmas in 3 or 4 days. So yeah, definitely I want to make sure my legs are in good working order, and it's just a kind of a sports massage I'm going to go for. So yeah, I'm going to have another bit of food now just to keep me fueled, and I will keep you posted. Chat to you later. Bye bye. Hey everyone, so we are just starting run 5 of 12. In between the last 2 runs I had a physio appointment and just had a bit of a flush, if you will, on my legs. It felt great because the legs were very tired, but I did sit down afterwards and 20 minutes later I was fairly stiff. But look, it's definitely better than what I was beforehand, so we'll push on. The sun is starting to go down, not sure if you can see it there, so I'm expecting it to be dark at the end of this run. It's now 4 p.m. on December 22nd, so we'll keep at it and I'll keep you posted. Chat to you later. Hey everyone, we're about to do our 8 p.m. session, which is the last session of the first day. Sorry I wasn't updating you of how the last run went. I got distracted with dinner. It actually was quite tough at the end, so it started off great. The last mile was quite tough. My legs were just fairly bait. I just went for about a 45-minute nap before this run because I was getting fairly tired, and my watch was telling me I'd only had 3 hours 45 minutes sleep because I didn't sleep great last night. So I went for the nap and woke up. My legs were very stiff, so I got up, did plenty of stretching, feeling better now, but they are still tired. So we're going to crack into it and get day 1 out of the way. So I'll chat to you soon. Now that is race 6 over, so I am halfway. I keep calling it race, that's run 6 over, so it's halfway done now. That one was definitely the toughest so far. I made it to the 2 mile mark okay-ish. I dialed back my speed a little bit, so my whole run took about 3 or 4 minutes longer than the other ones. I dialed it back because I prefer to run a bit slower than to have to stop and walk. But I just trotted along. I could feel it in my kneecaps, both of them. They were just I don't know, tired, bruised, sore. But we kept going. So the last 2 miles were tough, and the last one in particular, but we got there. So I'm going to go in now and do an ice bath, try and just cool things down. Yeah, get rid of any inflammation, and we will see how we get on. It's also my birthday today, so before the evening is out, I'm going to have a can or a pint of Guinness and a small bit of birthday cake. So here we go. Chat to you later. Now, so we are at midnight on December 23rd. We're just starting again now for the second half of it. I slept for about an hour there beforehand. Definitely the sleeping or the stopping, my legs are absolutely in bits every time afterwards. Just extremely stiff. So I just make sure to give a good stretch, but usually once I get moving they do loosen up, so fingers crossed now they loosen up, and we'll be good to go for another 24 hours or whatever it is, another 6 runs including this. So I'll chat to you later and keep you updated. Thanks. That's another one done. So that's 7 out of 12 now done. So we're definitely on the home straight now at this stage. That was by far the toughest one of my legs. It was also the slowest one. So the first 4 or 5 I was going about 41-42 minutes for the run. The last one, which was my 6th one, was 45-46 minutes, and that one just there was 49 minutes. And with no rain, the weather's perfect, but the legs are tired. I'm going to go in now with a bit of food. I haven't decided if I'll do an ice bath or the recovery pants. I'll probably do the recovery pants while I eat the food. Try and get back to get some sleep. So yeah, I'll keep you posted how it's going, but we're on the... I can see the finish line. Bye. Good morning. So it is 8 o'clock, December 23rd. Yeah, I messed up. I don't know how, but I slept through my 4 o'clock alarm, so I'm after missing my 4 o'clock run, which I'm not too happy about. I was trying to decide how to fix it in the timeline. So what I'm gonna now do is I have 4 more runs left. I'm gonna add 1 mile to each run, so it'll be 4 5 mile runs to finish the day instead of my normal 4 by 4 miles. So yeah, that's how we're looking. Legs feel a bit better today, but I did rub on some kind of after workout, it's like an Epsom salt rub, and when I put it on I felt it tingling straight away, so it definitely was doing something. But yeah, we'll see how we are once we start running. So yeah, we'll chat to you later. Thanks guys, bye bye. Hey everyone, so we have 3 runs to do. Legs are still sore, but I am in a good mood for it. I think I woke up a small bit more than what I was for the race or the run this morning, and I think I might have been just in a small bit of a put out mood because I knew I'd missed the 4 o'clock run. But yeah, so because I missed the 4 o'clock, I've basically carried over those miles onto the next 3 runs, and the run that I did at 8 o'clock. So 1 extra mile per run, it means it's going to be 5 miles instead of 4 miles, meaning I have 15 miles left. So 15 out of 48 is definitely sounding much more achievable. Legs are still very stiff. As long as I get kind of moving, they're hopefully going to continue to be okay. Just going into my physio now. So as I mentioned, I had booked a physio for yesterday and for today, just to keep things moving, to kind of do a bit of a flush out, just to keep the legs in good working order and to prevent any injury. And yeah, I'm kind of glad that I did. So we'll go in now, have the legs sorted, and fly on with my final 3 runs. So I'll be running again at 12 o'clock. It's currently 10:30. I'll be running again at 12, 4, and then my last run at 8. All right everyone, chat to you later, bye bye. Hey everyone, so physio went really well. Legs feel a lot better. How long this will last, I don't know, but yeah, I'm glad I had it booked because it just seemed to clear a lot of that lactic acid which was causing me pain, especially in my quads and calves. So we'll see how we get on. This is my 3rd last run, so this is run 10 of 12. So it'll be another 5 miler and we're nearly done. So I'll chat to you later. Oh, it's just started raining and it's glorious. It is unbelievable. It's the most refreshing thing you can experience this far into it. So hopefully it gets me home. Chat to you later. Maybe I spoke a little bit too soon. I'm now running into the wind and into the rain. So my eyelids are getting covered in raindrops. And yeah, it'll make an interesting 2.5 miles back that way. Whew. Now, that's run 10 out of 12 done. That was tougher than I expected, if I'm honest. But we got through it. Because it's circuits that I've done before, because I've now added in that extra mile, it's that extra half mile out and half mile back that's a killer. Because yeah, I suppose it's your mind is already thinking that you should be turning around. Now, so I'm going to have a nice bath, have some lunch, and probably do the recovery pants as well, just to try and get me in good working order for the last 2 runs. Bye. Now, so we are at 4 p.m. on December 23rd. This is the start of the second last run, and then we are finito. Legs are still sore. I'm after giving them a good stretch. I had a nice bath and recovery pants in use between the last run and this one. And I also had a bit of food, just boiled eggs and toast and some Kellogg's Rice Krispie Square cakes or bars, just to try and get some carbs in so that I have a bit of energy for the next 2 runs. I definitely find when I've eaten a bit more, as long as it's not too close to the run, I have more energy when it comes to the run. Now, that's not going to do too much when it comes to sore muscles, but still. So that's it. So look, away we go. We're starting now. Bye. Whew. Just came to the end there of run 11 out of 12. So we've 1 more now. So yeah, feeling good. Legs were tired, but I think the extra food that I ate definitely helped. And the fact that I took an ice bath, followed by extra long recovery time on the recovery boots. I think I was on it for nearly 45 minutes. Instead of the kind of standard 15 or 20. And it definitely helped. So yeah, run was good. Definitely feeling it though. I'm looking forward to it being over. So 1 more race. Let's go, try and get more food. Now, last run. Whew, 48 miles in total in 2 days. I am good. So the plan for this one is I'm going to kind of mix it up with previous routes that I've done and do kind of half one way, half the other, just so I'm not bored. But no, that's it. So I'll check in with you when I'm back, and we will be finished hopefully. Bye. Hey everyone. So the 4x4x48 challenge is done and dusted truly. I'm a bit late with closing off this video, so all of the previous clips that you saw were all recorded last December. I'm ashamed to say today is the 3rd of May, so what, 5 months later, 4.5 months later. So yeah, I definitely left that a bit late, but I'm glad to finally close it off now. watching back all the different clips and actually putting the video together, really, I suppose, reminded me of some of the challenges that I went through on the challenge. But it was fantastic to do it. So some of the call outs that I have are, it was a lot tougher than I expected. So I expected it to be tough, but not as tough on my joints, my muscles, and all of that sort of fun stuff. So I even remember, I think it was the third run. I didn't call it out in the video, but I had to stop and stretch after 500 meters because I thought my leg was about to cramp, and I was just worried that it would have caused an injury and prevented me finishing it all. So that was one side of it. The ice bath and the compression pants that I was using, they were great when I was using them, and they were great for the first few runs, but very quickly they started losing effect for future runs, and again, that was purely down to me overdoing it. There was nothing wrong with the pants or the ice bath. They were fantastic. They were great while I was using them. They relieved all the pain, all the swelling, etc. But very quickly, once I stopped using them, the lactic acid would start building up again. So that was one thing, but it was really down to no fault of either of the methods or the therapies. It was down to me just overdoing it, not giving my body time to recover. But that's all part of the challenge, I suppose. Would I do it again? 100%. I would love to go at it again, maybe plan a few things differently. I felt my diet was good. Mostly I was trying to fuel myself, but maybe next time I might count my calories a little bit more, just to make sure that I'm not leaving myself under the calorie amount that I'd need to be fueling myself efficiently. But overall, I was pretty happy with it. The day after the challenge, I was in absolute agony that morning, just really stiff. My legs were weak. I was struggling to walk up and down the stairs, but I had actually booked a float therapy the next morning. So for anyone who doesn't know, it's basically a pod. You get into it. It's full of not lactic acid. It's full of Epsom salts, which help release and calm the lactic acid in the muscles. It's great for recovery. It's great for other things too, like mental health and your well-being, for your mind, etc. But I did that in a place here in Cork, and it was excellent. So I went into it. I said, this is really going to see how efficient Epsom salts are. So I went into it in very much a sore state, sore muscles, legs were sore, etc. Joints were sore. It felt I was completely relaxed inside in the pod, but when I got out of the pod, I still felt the bit of lactic acid, and I was saying, okay, maybe it didn't work. However, within 20 minutes, 30 minutes of walking around again, my legs felt brand new. It was amazing. It really, really was. I couldn't get over it. And that was for the whole day. Now, the next day though, lactic acid was back a small bit, but for that whole day after I did that float pod, it really, really did work. It did take 20 minutes or so after the pod, as I said, but very quickly I was able to walk around for the day. I could go for another jog even if I had really wanted to. I didn't, but I could have. But yeah, I was very impressed by that, and definitely something maybe next time around I might try and build a pod session into the middle of it, maybe just to help relieve any of the lactic acid or the pain build up and whatnot. For the charity, so as I mentioned, this was being done for charity. I was raising money for autism assistance dogs in Ireland. It was mind-blowing what we collected. So the Facebook charity group that I had set up had collected a total of, I think, 3,700 before I shut off the event or closed the event, which was closing a week after I ran the 48 miles. But after that, a few people gave me money directly as well, which I then lodged. So I think the total amount that we got was something like 4,200. It was really, really mind-blowing. I couldn't believe it. As I said at the start of the video, I was kind of aiming to get maybe, 2, 3, 400. I was never expecting it to get as big as it did. What I found happened was, while I was running, I was doing constant updates for every run to keep myself accountable. And I think that was driving the extra charity donations, because people were seeing, God, it's actually a lot of work. Or maybe they were just surprised that I was actually managing to get through it. But it did. As soon as I started doing it, just the donations just came in, which was fantastic. So that's it. So look, it was a success. I was very happy with it. It was sore. Will I do it again? Absolutely. But it did catch me by surprise how tricky it was. And again, most of my running was zone 2 running. So I was trying to keep my heart rate at a lower rate, so that, again, I was able to go for longer. I think that was the right approach. I would definitely do that again. And yeah, that's it. So listen, thank you all very much for following my video, and I will see you at the next challenge. Bye bye.